Hi everyone, it's Trisha. This week I'm going to talk about the safety procedures at my internship. Just a quick check-in about my internship. It's going really well. Um, I feel like I was really struggling for the first couple of weeks. I talked to my supervisor about it, and he was saying that most interns kind of start out being really super confident and really excited and ready, and then as they get into a little, it kind of goes into a valley, kind of a pit, because you're not as prepared as you thought you were, and it's a totally new experience, and being a therapist is totally different than anything you've done before. And then you kind of can level off and gain that confidence, and I feel like I definitely hit that pit, and now I'm kind of crawling back up, which is good. I'm excited that that's kind of where we are, and it's getting better. um, in terms of the safety procedures, just a kind of a quick layout of the building might be helpful for you guys, because it is kind of strange. Like I said, it's in a castle, but it's not like an actual stone castle. It's a building that's got a castle facade on it, and then all of the rooms and halls kind of are like curved, and there's eaves and like beams and posts and things, to make it look more like a castle on the inside as well. And you walk in, and there's kind of the receptionist area, and then you go up a little flight of stairs, and there's a couple of therapy rooms. You go up another flight of stairs, and that has two stairways that you can access, and that has another group of therapy rooms. There's three exits. You can get out the front door where you came in. There's a side door, and then there's kind of a door down a kind of a little bit of a secret staircase, down, that's really easily accessible for the upstairs, the third floor. The kind of major ones that we went over, it's talked about kind of volatile clients. If a client's aggressing towards you, or you feel unsafe in a session, you can call for help. Certainly, there might not be anybody there because people might be in session. Um, but if we do have the right, and we say it right at the beginning in the mental health bill of rights, that we have the right to end a session if we're feeling unsafe. And if a client's aggressing towards us, we can just leave. If we feel really unsafe, we can just leave the room. And then the second thing we went over is what to do if if a client is actively suicidal. And in that case, if they refused or were unable to make a safety agreement with us, where they would say that they were going to be able to stay safe and not harm themselves for until the next session. If they weren't able to do that, then we would call an ambulance. We would take them with us into the receptionist area, and get a phone, and then go back into the visit room and call the ambulance. If they refused to do that, we would sit and wait with them until they were ready, or we would call the police. The reason that we wouldn't leave them alone in the visit room is because if we did, they would just leave. And then we would have to call the police anyway. And we would let them know that. And then in terms of an active shooter training, we are going to have an active shooter training in the next couple of months with someone who's worked with the FBI on that kind of a thing. But just very briefly, Stephen Durast, the director, kind of went over what to do. If we were in the receptionist area, we would try to gather all of the clients and bring them into a safe space. If we were in session, we would get our client and try to exit the building. If we did not feel that that was a safe thing to do at the time, then we would kind of barricade ourselves in our room, protecting the client. We would go exit the building and meet at a previously disclosed rendezvous point. If there was any other kind of emergency, like a fire or something like that, we would meet just across the street there's a little candy store called the Candy Kingdom, right next door, and that's our designated meeting place if ever we needed to evacuate the building for something that wasn't like an active shooter, because then we would obviously clearly all just be sitting ducks there. So that's basically the safety rundown. The question that I have for you guys this week, I guess, in terms of safety, um, how do you guys feel about being in charge of protecting the client over yourself? Because that was really kind of a big stressor, that we went over, that you want to make sure that the clients are safe as possible. So how do you feel about protecting the client over protecting yourself, and making sure that the client is safe over you being safe? Um, Looks like that's about my time for this week. Thank you guys, and I really look forward to hearing from you and talking to you guys more. Thanks. Bye bye.